This is TWiT. We talked last week, we speculated, gee, will Apple release new hardware? Their stores are closed. It's kind of not a good time. On the other hand, it may be a chance to get a little extra revenue. Well, they proved us, I don't know if we were right or wrong, but they proved us something by releasing the new iPad Pros, 11 and 12.9 inch. And oh, look, somebody's got one or two.
Yep.
And is that the MacBook Air you got there? Or is that?
Yep. So gold.
Oh. So they announced a new MacBook Air and a new iPad Pro 11 and 12.9 inch. They announced for May this new Magic keyboard. We'll have to wait. You don't have one of those, do you, Rene?
No, I got the new Folio. They don't have the new Magic keyboards ready quite yet.
Yeah. To me, that's exciting.
Yeah.
So why don't, Rene, since you've had it for, how long have you had it for? A few days?
Almost a week.
Oh, okay.
It took a little while to get to Canada, as you might imagine.
Well, is this tell us about it. Tell us about both of them. What do you think?
Which one do you want to start with?
Well, start with the iPad.
Okay. So it is very, very, very similar to the 2018 iPad Pro. It's only got a few differences. The major one is this little box up here, which looks at first blush like an iPhone 11 camera. It's not quite as good because the cameras aren't quite as big. The sensors aren't quite as big. It's got a wide angle and an ultra wide angle. And then over here, it has got, coordination issues. Over here, it's got LiDAR, which is basically, think about it like a true depth camera, but on the back. So it can shoot out up to 5 meters and then measure time of flight back. And that means if you're familiar with ARKit, it's like that, but it's instant. It's like you don't have to move it around and try to scan the floor. It's just, you want the IKEA chair there? It's there. You want a mesh of the entire room? Here's your mesh of the room. You want physics-based gravity? There you go. So it's all of that stuff just amped up, and powering it is an A12Z processor, not an A13X, an A12Z,
now,
which is
you struggled to say that Z. I've been saying Z, and you say Z.
I would say Z, but then people want to know where I'm from and why am I doing that to them?
I like Z. We're going to call it the Z.
Okay.
So how much faster is the A12Z Bionic?
So it's not faster, really. What it is it adds an 8th GPU core, so it's wider. It's not necessarily faster, but it's wider. It does have a tweaked performance controller, which has always been Apple's secret sauce. It's not just that their chips are fast. It's that they rapidly dispatch between the CPUs, the GPUs, the accelerator units, and the neural network, and that helps make sure that the right task is being done, and they're being done, like they don't have to wait for each other. They're not sort of getting in each other's way, and it's that's sort of the extent of it. There's a rumor that all of them have 6 gigabytes of RAM now. I only have the 1 terabyte version, which has always had 6 gigabytes, so I can't confirm or deny that part of it. But that's essentially like the same screen, same Apple Pencil, same speakers. The microphones are better. Apple says they're like the 16-inch MacBook Pro microphones now. They're calling them studio quality. So if you're on the road, you want to record an interview and you don't have a mic, you can use those. But it's essentially, it's not meant, like people are panicking going, that's not a really big upgrade from the 2018. And it's not really meant to be. It's meant to be for people who haven't bought an iPad in a while and want to get the latest and the greatest and not something that's 18 months old. But I think primarily it's meant to set up the next iPhone so that developers and everybody have their hands on this LiDAR gear. And then when the new iPhone comes out, there's a bunch of apps that are already done. And some of Apple gave us, they didn't put it up on their website for some reason, but they gave a bunch of us a video of some developers showing it off, and it's doing amazing things. And my guess is when the new iPhone hits, it'll have all of that plus whatever Apple has been working on, like a new camera app, a new Mac app, and the iPads will get all that as well.